Each new day arrives like an unopened letter, full of promise, full of opportunity, and yes, full of unseen challenges. The way you begin that day determines not just your direction, but your destiny. And there is one powerful force that can align your thoughts, stir your purpose, and set your spirit ablaze with confidence before your feet even touch the floor. That force is prayer, focused, intentional belief, driven prayer rooted in divine assurance. Psalm 121 is more than poetry. It is a declaration of power. It is a contract between the Creator and those who dare to walk in purpose. When you say, "I lift my eyes to the hills," you're not simply speaking words, you're activating a mindset of expectancy. You're unlocking the door to divine protection, provision, and peace. Greatness isn't built in noise or chaos. It begins in the silence of morning, when your mind chooses trust over fear, when your soul chooses hope over worry, and when your heart chooses guidance over self-doubt. Psalm 121 is your blueprint for inner victory before outer victory ever shows up. If you want to conquer the day, start with this truth: the one who made the mountains is also the one watching over you. That is not just spiritual encouragement. It is a success strategy. Every day presents a choice. You can begin by looking down at the weight of your circumstances, or you can look up with faith and expectancy. The power of Psalm 121 begins with one simple yet profound action: lifting your eyes. It is not a casual glance or passive gaze. It is a decision, a deliberate shift in focus. When you lift your eyes, you are signaling to life, to your future, and to the unseen power that governs all things, that you are ready to rise above mediocrity. To lift your eyes is to redirect your attention away from what drains you and toward what fuels you. You stop dwelling on the burden and start focusing on the blessing. You stop questioning your strength and start trusting the source of strength. Life has a way of throwing clouds over your path, fogging your vision with fear, doubt, anxiety, and confusion. But those who succeed, those who master themselves and influence others, are those who train themselves to look higher. They do not bow to the mountain. They acknowledge the maker of the mountain. Strength is not the absence of struggle. Strength is the presence of focus. You find your daily strength not in perfect conditions, but in your ability to align your thoughts with truth. Psalm 121 reminds us that help does not come from things below, from systems that fail, people who disappoint, or circumstances that shift. Real help, lasting help, comes from a higher place, and when you choose to lift your eyes to that higher place, something begins to shift inside you. Your mind begins to quiet the noise of limitation. Your emotions begin to stabilize. Your inner world becomes your stronghold. You are no longer a victim of the day's chaos. You become the architect of it. You decide the tone. You define the direction. You determine the energy. That is the beginning of mastery. Every great builder begins with a foundation. Your foundation must be spiritual strength, not borrowed strength, not temporary inspiration, but the kind of strength that renews itself day after day. When you lift your eyes to the Creator of heaven and earth, you are tapping into unlimited power. You are aligning with order, with wisdom, and with divine intelligence. You are no longer alone in your effort. You are supported by an invisible force that moves through all things and empowers those who seek it. The greatest victories are often born in silence, in solitude, in those early moments of the day when no one else is watching. What you say to yourself when you wake up, what you choose to focus on before the world makes demands on you, that determines your effectiveness. Psalm 121 is not just a prayer. It is a morning strategy. It is a mental blueprint for confidence. It is your reminder that while you rest, heaven works. While you sleep, the one who keeps you does not. You are not unguarded, you are not forgotten, and you are not walking through life on your own. There will be moments when you feel weary, moments when the road ahead seems long and the results seem slow. In those moments, you must return to the power of your lifted eyes. Say to yourself, I do not draw strength from the size of my bank account, from the approval of others, or from the noise of temporary praise. I draw strength from a higher source. I am rooted in something eternal, something unshakable, something that does not sleep or falter. Greatness begins with belief, not belief in chance, but belief in purpose. When you lift your eyes, you are affirming that your life has meaning, that you are not a random traveler on this earth, but a chosen individual with an assignment. And that assignment requires strength, not just physical strength, but mental endurance, emotional resilience, and spiritual clarity. All of that is found when you connect with the one who governs all. As you move through your day, obstacles will come, distractions will rise, people will misunderstand you, some doors will close, but that does not determine your strength. What determines your strength is whether you choose to lift your eyes again and again. Whether you keep your gaze fixed not on what is happening to you, but on what is available to you. The maker of heaven and earth is not limited by human timelines, not bound by scarcity, not moved by fear. And because you are connected to that source, you too can move through life with boldness, with confidence, and with unshakable calm. Make this your habit before you check your phone, before you read the news, before you meet with the world. Meet with your source. Lift your eyes, ground yourself in power, align with the one who knows no defeat. From that place, speak your intentions, declare your goals, face your challenges, and walk forward knowing you are not alone. You were not created to live in fear. You were not designed to merely survive. You were born to thrive, to lead, to overcome, and the daily strength you need to fulfill that purpose is already available. It's waiting for your attention. So lift your eyes, stand tall in spirit, and begin the day like someone who knows their help comes from the highest place of all. That is not just faith, that is power, that is success in motion. There is a comfort, a reassurance so deep and unshakable, in knowing that the one who watches over your life does not slumber. While the world tosses and turns in uncertainty, while fear knocks on the door of your heart, while anxiety whispers in the darkness of your thoughts, there is a higher truth that rises above it all. Your God never sleeps. When you lay your head to rest at night, your thoughts may be weary, your body exhausted, and your soul troubled. But there is someone watching, someone whose eyes do not close, whose attention does not drift, whose care never falters. You are never out of sight, never out of reach, never unprotected. The same God who formed the heavens, who stretched out the stars, who called the sun into being, He is the one standing watch over your life. Many people lie awake, hearts heavy with burdens, asking the question, who will take care of me? Who will guard my tomorrow? The answer comes not from the noise of the world, not from the security of possessions or the comfort of human promises. It comes from an eternal truth. The keeper of your soul does not sleep. He is alert when you are vulnerable. He is present when others walk away. He is strong when you feel weak. The world around us is filled with uncertainty. Nations rise and fall, jobs come and go, relationships shift, health can fail, and yet in the middle of all this there is one who remains, not distant, not silent, but active, aware, and constant. He watches over you not as a distant observer, but as a loving father. He is not merely watching to catch your mistakes. He is watching to keep your feet from stumbling, to lift you when you fall, to guide you when you stray. He sees what you cannot see. The dangers that were near but never touched you, he saw them. The accidents that almost happened but didn't, he prevented them. The moments where your heart was breaking and yet strength came from somewhere unseen, that was him. Every breath you take is held together by his mercy. Every heartbeat is permission from heaven that your purpose is not yet done. In a world full of exhaustion, the idea of a tireless God is breathtaking, because you and I, we get weary, we faint, we fall asleep not just physically, but spiritually. We grow tired of the fight, weary of the wait, impatient with the process. But the one who watches over us does not grow weary. He does not run out of patience. He does not close his eyes for even a moment. While the enemy of your soul plots in the shadows, the light of the world is standing guard. While others may forget to check on you, forget to pray for you, forget to encourage you, he forgets nothing. He misses nothing. This constant watch is not only over your body, but over your purpose. He watches over your calling. He protects your destiny. He ensures that what he planted in you will not be stolen in the night. Others may walk away when the journey gets hard. Life may take unexpected turns, but he is unmoved. He is not asleep on your future. He is not absent from your now. He is working while you rest, guiding while you wander. Speaking even in silence, some seasons of life make us feel alone. We wonder if God sees us, if he hears the cries we never speak, if he notices the tears that fall when no one is around. The answer is yes. He sees, he hears, he knows, and he never sleeps. That is the promise of Psalm 121, that your help comes from the Lord, the maker of heaven and earth, and he will not let your foot slip. He who watches over you will not slumber. It's not just a beautiful verse, it's a truth to live by, a promise to anchor your faith, a declaration to start each day with courage, because when you know that your life is being watched over with divine care, you stop living in fear. You stop shrinking back from opportunities. You stop doubting that things will work out. You begin to walk with boldness. You begin to speak with confidence. You begin to sleep with peace. This truth invites you to trust deeply, to rest fully, and to live fearlessly. If your God never sleeps, then you don't need to stay awake with worry. You don't need to carry what he has already covered. You don't need to fear the unknown, because he already knows. When you are surrounded by darkness, he is still light. When your path is unclear, he is still leading, and when you feel forgotten, he is still near. Let this truth settle deep into your soul. You are never without his presence, never without his power, never without his protection. Your life is not random, your journey is not unnoticed. You are being watched over with perfect love, perfect wisdom, and perfect timing. So lift your head high today, go about your work with peace in your heart. Face your challenges with strength in your spirit, and when the night comes, rest, knowing the one who loves you most is on watch. He never sleeps, he never grows tired, he never leaves his post, and because of that, you can live with peace. You can rise with purpose. You can face the future with unshakable hope. That is the power of knowing you are constantly watched over. That is the promise of the one who keeps you now and forevermore. From the moment the first ray of light breaks the darkness and kisses the earth with warmth, your soul is given a reminder. You are not alone. From sunrise to sunset, there is a divine presence guiding you, holding you, walking beside you with every breath you take. Life, with all its twists and turns, its burdens and blessings, is not a journey you must walk in your own strength. There is a promise, a sacred, unshakable promise etched in Psalm 121. It declares that from the rising of the sun to its setting, the Lord is your keeper. This journey you're on is not random. You are not wandering aimlessly through time and space. You were created with purpose, born in the mind of God before you ever took your first breath. and as you move through the hours of your day, you are not moving alone. The same God who set the sun in its place, who commands the stars and calms the seas, has promised to watch over your coming and your going. When the morning light stretches across the horizon, it brings with it new opportunities, new challenges, and often new worries. But those who put their trust in the Lord begin their day not with fear, but with faith. You rise not in panic, but in purpose, because you know your help does not come from the noise of the world or the strength of man. Your help comes from the one who made heaven and earth. That kind of help never runs dry. It never arrives late. It never forgets your name. As you take your first steps into the day, whether they lead you to a workplace, a classroom, a kitchen, or a hospital room, you can walk with confidence. For the one who keeps Israel neither slumbers nor sleeps. He is not caught off guard by your challenges. He is not shaken by your trials. He is your shade at your right hand, your protector, your guide. While the world tells you to hustle and strive in your own strength, the Word tells you to trust, to lean not on your understanding, but to lift your eyes to the hills, because from there comes your help. And help will come when you feel the heat of the day bearing down on your shoulders, when pressure builds and deadlines loom, when relationships stretch and patience runs thin. Remember this: the sun shall not harm you by day. That's not just poetry, it's power. It's the assurance that no weapon formed against you shall prosper, that no stress, no struggle, no sorrow can separate you from the keeping power of your God. As noon turns to afternoon and the day begins to wane, you may feel your energy fading. The dreams that burned bright in the morning may now seem distant. The goals you set may feel harder to reach, and still the promise holds firm. He will preserve you from all evil. He will guard your soul. He will lift you when you stumble, steady you when you're weak, and guide you when you're unsure of the next step. This is not a promise of ease. It is a promise of presence. God never said the road would be without hills, but He did say He would not let your foot slip. He never said you wouldn't walk through valleys, but He did say He would be with you in the shadow. His keeping is not always the removal of struggle, but the endurance to overcome. His protection does not always mean escape. It means victory. And when the sun begins to set and the sky is painted in soft hues of orange and gold, you can look back over your day with peace, not because everything went perfectly, but because you were kept, you were held. You were watched over by the one who knows the end from the beginning, and as the light fades, you don't have to fear the night. For just as He kept you through the daylight, He will guard you through the darkness. This promise is not bound to a single moment. It is eternal. It stretches from sunrise to sunset, from youth to old age, from your first breath to your final sigh. His eye is on you. His hand is upon you. His Spirit walks with you, and when you walk in that promise, your life takes on a new rhythm, not one of anxiety, but of assurance, not one of dread, but of delight. You begin to speak with authority, to love with courage, to give with generosity. You begin to live as one who is kept by the Maker of all things. You begin to face trials with resilience, knowing that if God be for you, nothing can stand against you. You rise each morning not hoping for favor, but walking in it. You lay your head down each night not with regret, but with rest. This is what it means to walk in the promise of Psalm 121. It is not theory, it is truth. It is not distant, it is near. It is not reserved for the perfect. It is given to the faithful, those who choose to believe, those who choose to lift their eyes rather than lower their standards, those who choose to trust even when the way is unclear. So wherever you are today, whether the sun is just rising on a new chapter of your life or beginning to set on a season that has stretched your faith. Know this, you are not forgotten, you are not forsaken. You are not walking through life by chance. The same hands that shaped the mountains are holding you now, and from sunrise to sunset, the keeper of your soul is faithfully fulfilling his promise to you. Take courage, take heart, walk boldly in the light of his word and the strength of his presence, for your help comes from the Lord, and he will never fail. There comes a time in every person's life when the noise of the world becomes overwhelming, when the worries of tomorrow creep into today's thoughts, when the heart aches with unanswered questions, and the soul seeks a place to rest. It is in those quiet moments, early in the morning, before the sun rises, when your heart is still heavy and your strength not yet awakened, that the truth of the Almighty as your keeper and protector becomes not only comforting, but life-giving. From the very beginning, you were not made to walk alone. You were not fashioned to face life's trials by the sheer force of will. You were designed to walk with assurance, with the steady hand of your Maker guiding every step. Life will present its uncertainties. There will be seasons of abundance and seasons of drought. But there is one truth that never changes, one presence that never fades, one hand that never lets go. The Lord is your keeper. You see, your keeper is not just watching from afar. He is intimately involved with every detail of your life. He is not passive in his care, nor slow to respond. His eyes are on you while you sleep, and his presence surrounds you as you rise. The breath in your lungs this very moment is a gift of his mercy. You awoke this morning not by chance, but by divine permission. And because he allowed you to rise, he has already made provision for the day ahead. He is not only your keeper in the quiet times, but your protector in the battle. When fear whispers lies into your heart, he speaks truth with power. When the path ahead is fogged with doubt, he lights the way. When the weight of your burden seems too great to carry, he is the strength in your stride. There is no shadow he cannot pierce, no mountain he cannot move, no enemy he cannot silence. And this great, unshakable power is not only for the mighty or the holy, it is for you. You may feel overlooked by the world, but you are not overlooked by him. While others may fail to understand your pain, your keeper sees it all. While the world may not recognize your tears, he collects everyone. He is not moved by popularity or fame. He is moved by the sincere cry of the soul, the silent prayer whispered in the morning stillness, the quiet hope of a heart that still dares to believe. And when you start your day with him, when you choose to begin not with panic but with prayer, not with fear but with faith, you are setting the tone for victory. You are walking in unshakable assurance, not because you are strong, but because he is. Not because you have all the answers, but because he does. Not because the road ahead is easy, but because he promised never to leave you on it alone. Think about the power of that truth. The very one who created the heavens and the earth is personally invested in your journey. The one who carved the rivers and painted the skies has numbered the hairs on your head. The one who commands angels has commanded them concerning you, and he is not only watching over you, he is fighting for you. When you step into a new day, do not step in with hesitation. Do not let your mind be consumed by the what-ifs and the maybes. The enemy would love nothing more than to cloud your vision with fear, to paralyze your purpose with anxiety, to make you forget who stands by your side. But your keeper neither slumbers nor sleeps. While you rested, he was working. While you dreamt, he was guarding. And now, as the sun begins to rise, he stands ready to guide you, bless you, and protect you. You are not walking into the unknown. You are walking under divine covering. There is a hedge around you that cannot be seen by human eyes, but is felt in the peace that passes understanding. There is a grace upon you that carries you through things others could not survive. There is a favor that surrounds you like a shield, and this is not because of who you are, but because of who He is. Let your heart be settled in this. You are kept, you are loved, you are chosen, whatever comes today. Whether good or bad, smooth or stormy, you are not at the mercy of circumstance. You are held by the hand of the Almighty, and even if trouble comes, it will not destroy you. Even if tears fall, they will not break you, because your protector is near. He is not just at the door, He is in the room. He is not just in heaven, He is in your heart. When the world tempts you to rush out the door with your thoughts scattered and your spirit restless, pause, lift your eyes, speak to the keeper of your soul. Thank Him for His faithfulness. Invite Him into your day and then move forward, not in fear but in faith, not in stress but in stillness. Because when the Creator of the universe is your keeper and your protector, you walk differently. You think differently, you speak differently, you live differently. Start each day with this truth carved into your soul. You are under watchful eyes that do not miss a moment. You are covered by hands that do not tremble. You are guided by a heart that does not change, and because of that, you can move through the day with a quiet confidence, a steady peace, and a radiant joy that no storm can steal. This is not wishful thinking. This is reality for the one who places their trust in the Lord. You do not need to earn it, you only need to receive it. And once you do, you will discover what it means to rise every morning with unshakable assurance that you are never forgotten, never forsaken, and never alone. Your keeper is with you. Your protector goes before you, and your future is secure in His hands. There comes a time in every person's life when the road ahead seems uncertain. You wake up in the morning, and before your feet even touch the floor, your mind is already racing. Thoughts of responsibilities, deadlines, burdens, and questions fill your heart before the sun fully rises. You wonder how you will make it through the day. You ask if you're strong enough, smart enough, or ready enough. But here is the truth your soul needs to hear. You do not walk into the day alone. You do not face the journey by yourself. The one who created you walks ahead of you, preparing the way. God goes before you. This is not just a hopeful idea. It is the foundation of faith. From the moment you awaken, before you even open your eyes, the Lord is already at work. He has gone before you into every meeting, every conversation, every decision. He has stood in the places your feet will step. He has touched the hearts of those you will encounter. He has made a way in the wilderness and carved rivers through the dry places. And so when you rise with fear in your heart, let this truth bring peace. The road has already been walked by the one who never fails. Fear not the journey. Life is not without its trials. There will be storms. There will be valleys. There will be moments when the sky turns dark and the wind howls around you. But even then, even when you cannot see clearly, you are not walking blind. You are not stumbling alone. The shepherd of your soul is ahead of you, leading with compassion, guiding with wisdom, protecting with strength. You see, fear loses its grip when trust takes root. When you know that every step you take is being directed by a divine hand, you no longer tremble at the unknown. You begin to move in faith. You begin to rise with courage. You stop waiting for every detail to be perfect and instead begin walking in obedience, knowing that the one who goes before you is also the one who stands beside you. Every morning is a fresh opportunity to trust again. Trust not in your own understanding, but in the one who sees the end from the beginning. He knows where the path will turn. He knows what lies around the bend. And He does not lead His children into destruction. He leads them into purpose, into promise, into peace. And even when the journey feels long and the load feels heavy, you are never without help. God goes before you in the big moments and the small. He is in the hospital room. He is in the courtroom. He is in the classroom. He is in the kitchen. He is in the moments you planned, and He is especially present in the ones you didn't. And even when people walk away, even when the world grows quiet, even when fear tries to scream the loudest, God's voice remains clear. I am with you. I have gone before you. Do not be afraid. Some days you'll wake up full of energy, ready to conquer the world. And other days you'll wake up barely able to lift your head. But regardless of how you feel, God has not changed. His presence is not dependent on your emotions. His promises do not waver based on your performance. He is steady, He is sure, He is faithful, and every morning He gives you as another invitation to walk the path He has prepared. There are blessings waiting in this day that you cannot yet see. There are breakthroughs just beyond your reach. There are people who need your smile, your kindness, your words of hope. And every step you take, God is orchestrating what you cannot. He is working behind the scenes. He is fighting battles you cannot see. He is shielding you from dangers that never reach your door. And sometimes the greatest miracles are the ones you never knew you needed, because God went ahead and handled them before they arrived. So don't start your day in fear. Don't rise from your bed weighed down by worry. Instead, take a deep breath and remember who leads you. Step forward knowing that the King of Kings is paving the way. Walk with the confidence of one who is deeply loved, carefully kept, and eternally held. When your mind races with questions, remember who holds the answers. When your heart grows anxious, remember who holds your hand. When your strength feels small, remember whose power lives within you. You are never without direction, never without guidance, never without hope. And when the path becomes difficult, when you feel like giving up, remind yourself that God did not bring you this far to leave you. He is not only the God of the beginning, He is the God of the in-between. He is with you in the waiting, He is near in the delay, and He is faithful to complete what He started. Lift your head, straighten your shoulders. Speak life into your morning. Declare that today will be blessed, not because it is perfect, but because God is present. Declare that you are strong, not because you feel it, but because He supplies it. Declare that you are not afraid of what lies ahead, because the one who walks ahead of you also lives within you. Let this be the anthem of your soul each morning. I will not fear the journey, for my God has already gone before me. And as you live this truth, not just once, but every day, you will begin to notice a shift. Peace will replace panic. Strength will replace weakness. Purpose will replace confusion. And you will walk through each day not as one who is uncertain, but as one who is anchored. Yes, there may be giants in the land. Yes, the climb may be steep, but you are not walking alone. The God who split the sea, who moved mountains, who raised the dead. He is your guide. He is your protector. He is your way maker, and every morning that He wakes you up is proof that your story is still unfolding. So walk forward, face the day with boldness, speak hope into the shadows, and remember, you have nothing to fear. Because the one who goes before you will never fail. So as the sun rises and your feet begin to move, let your heart be still and strong. You are not stepping into the unknown. You are stepping into the path prepared by the Almighty. Fear has no place where faith leads the way. Doubt has no power where trust takes root. Lift your eyes, hold your head high, and walk boldly into this day. For the one who goes before you is greater than anything that stands against you. You are kept, guided, and loved, and because He walks ahead, you can face the journey with peace and unshakable courage.